For 40 years, the world held its breath every time Iran looked toward the Strait of Hormuz. But in 2026, the game of global blackmail finally hit a dead end. This isn't just about a shipping lane, it's about the moment the most dangerous choke point on Earth was rendered strategically obsolete by a single, massive engineering project. While you're watching this, the entire map of the Middle East is being redrawn with steel and stone, shifting power away from threats and into the hands of those who build. If you want to stay ahead of these global shifts as they happen, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because the news cycle is moving at a pace that waits for no one. On March 4, 2026, the threat became a reality when Iran declared the strait closed, sending global energy markets into a tailspin and stranding hundreds of ships in a matter of days. Oil prices didn't just rise, they threatened to shatter the industrial backbone of Asia and Europe, proving that a 21-mile stretch of water could still paralyze the planet. But what Iran didn't realize was that a quiet plan, buried in the Saudi desert decades ago, was about to turn their ultimate weapon into expensive scrap metal. This story is evolving every single hour, and you need to be following along to understand what comes next. Hit subscribe and let's dive into the solution that changed everything. The secret wasn't a new weapon, but the Petroline, a 1,200-kilometer artery stretching across Saudi Arabia to the Red Sea that sat at partial capacity for 45 years, waiting for this exact moment. Within 72 hours of the blockade, the desert's insurance policy was fully activated, moving millions of barrels of oil far beyond the reach of Iranian drones and mines. Simultaneously, the UAE's Habshan-Fujairah pipeline began carving a permanent path to the Gulf of Oman, ensuring that even if the strait remains a war zone, the oil keeps flowing. But there is a much bigger project currently underway that makes these pipelines look like a temporary fix. A project so massive it requires reshaping an entire mountain range. Imagine a canal cut directly through the Hajar Mountains, bypassing Iranian territorial waters entirely to connect the Persian Gulf to the open sea. The Musandam Canal is no longer just a blueprint. The 2026 crisis has turned this $300 billion engineering dream into an urgent government priority. We are tracking the progress of these geoengineering wars daily, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you're missing the updates that explain how these massive shifts will affect your cost of living and global stability. The scale is unprecedented. We are talking about blasting through limestone harder than almost any formation on Earth to create a path for supertankers that no missile battery can touch. When this canal opens, Iran's 6,000 naval mines and coastal batteries won't just be outmatched, they will be irrelevant, targeting a corridor that the world no longer needs to use. We are witnessing the dawn of an era where geography is no longer destiny, but something that can be bypassed through sheer capital and engineering will. The leverage that Tehran held for 4 decades has been systematically dismantled, not by a carrier strike group, but by the quiet hum of pumps and the precision of tunnel-boring machines. This is the most significant strategic defeat in modern history, and it is happening right now, 1 meter of rock at a time. The maps of the future are being drawn in the sand and stone of the Gulf, and the Strait of Hormuz is fading from a weapon into a mere footnote of history. As these bypass networks expand and the Musandam studies move toward reality, the power to hold the world hostage is being permanently deleted. If you value this kind of deep dive analysis into the forces reshaping our world every day, please subscribe to the channel and join our community. Your support allows us to keep tracking these stories as they break, ensuring you never miss a single update on the geopolitical shifts that matter most.